between our peers, our professors, and our coworkers and bosses as we enter our first full-time job. So, how can we put our best face forward? Join us as we learn how to put our best face forward as a new graduate on the next episode of INCRadio Australia this coming Sunday, April 21st at 3 p.m. Philippine time or 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Put your thinking caps on, and we'll see you soon.
INC Radio, Los Angeles, California. So, yes, we are back. So, before we go to our topic, we will be reading some comments from our live chat. So first we have Brother JC Garbentina. Greetings to all brethren in LAC and around the world. Happy Saturday. Hashtag North Hollywood. And of course, belated happy birthday po Kuya JC. And we have our Christian Roda. Hello, INC Radio, Los Angeles, California Satellite Studio. We also have Mercy Soliman. Greetings po from the local congregation of hashtag Northridge, District of LAC. And of course, we also have Sergio Reyes, happy viewing po, hashtag Oxnard. And we have Alan and SP Limon, happy viewing po, hashtag Oxnard. What else do we have anything else, Brother Stefan?
All right. So next up is Carlito. Like he says, he's from like he says, hello LEC, tuning in from hashtag San Fernando Valley. And then we have, of course, we have our own sister Brianna. She says thanks for everyone for tuning in. Happy Earth Day, everyone. And we have Camerna Belong. She says hello LAC. So I just want to repeat to all the winners of last week's broadcast. We have Sister Jamil De Leon from the local congregation of Lancaster, and as well as we have our very own Calito Jugarap, which from the local congregation of San Fernando, who won last week's last week's question. So congratulations to you both again for winning our last week's question. All right, so let's go on to our main topic for today, which is Earth Day, right? So for Earth Day, it is a very I'm not sure if everyone is aware of Earth Day, but the goal of Earth Day is it is an individual or so as an individual you yield real power and an influence as a consumer or a voter and a member of the community that can unite for change. So don't estimate your power when your voice and your actions are united with thousands or millions of others around the world. We create a movement that is inclusive, impactful, and impossible to ignore. So every Earth Day can drive a year of energy, enthusiasm, and commitment to create a new plan of action for our planet. So that's the goal of Earth Day, right? So next up is at the so Earth Day. There are many ways to explain what is Earth Day. So at the
Yes. So next slide po, Kuya Tek. Next slide pa po. And then next slide. Thank you po. So, Earth Day. So, there are several ways to participate in this year's Earth Day. So, from individual volunteering to supporting petitions and projects. So, all suggestions in today's broadcast come from Earth Day's official website, which is the earthday.org. So, earthday.org has different toolkits we can utilize to help support. A social media toolkit where you simply watch a video, take a small action, and then share. So, looking for more action? Look for the Earth Day 2024 Action Toolkit for a boundless list of things we can do. So, if we really want to take some individual action this coming Earth Day, there are countless events happening globally that we can participate in. Not only this, but countless petitions we can sign or different organizations we can donate to. So this year's focus of for Earth Day 2024 is Planet versus Plastics project. So with the numbers 60 by 40 in mind, the goal is to reduce plastic reduction by 60% by 2040. So while this may be the main focus for this projects for their project this year, let's learn what we can do individually. So
All right,
first, yes.
all right. So next slide, Koitak. All right. So now we'll be explaining what are some individual projects we can do for Earth Day, right? So do your best to clean up the environment around you, whether it be at work, um, school, or out, or pretty much simply on a walk. Right. If you find trash on the ground, please pick it up and throw it away or recycle when needed. So if you see maybe, let's say, like most common, while we're walking, we could be we could be looking at a soda can, right? Or maybe like an empty water bottle, right? So let's do our part to pick it up. I know sometimes it might not be our trash, right? But let's do our part in cleaning up the environment. Explore the local nature sites in your area. Support your local areas to take a moment to relax and enjoy the nature that is still around us, right? So I know, explore. I know there are some cities that have natural parks, right? Or some cities have parks around the area, right? So for example, here in the city of Santa Clarita, we have approximately 36 parks. So for those that live near Santa Clarita, you are welcome. You are very, very welcome to visit Santa Clarita and to explore the parks here in Santa Clarita. There are, as well as hiking trails, right? So there could there I know in our past broadcasts we have mentioned a lot of hiking trails, like for example, like Eden Canyon Park, Runyon Canyon, as well as the Griffith Observatory, right? So there are a lot of hiking trails to enjoy nature, um, and just to really explore the local areas, and as well as the nature sites around Los Angeles. And then be mindful of the waste that you produce, electricity, carbon emissions, or even single use plastics. Let's try to be mindful of our usage and the trash that we produce. And then lastly is to help promote on an Earth Day celebration. All right, next slide.
So next one, we have our long-term projects. So first, we have starting your own vegetable garden and compost station. So growing your own produce helps lower carbon footprint and even usage of pesticides. So this can even be done simultaneously with a compost station to have renewable nutrients. So second, we have limiting our usage of single-use items. So single-use items like plastic bags, water bottles, or even plastic utensils take up a lot of space in our waste systems. So not only these items, but even clothes that are part of the fast fashion industry. So we can use some like the reusable bags. We can use the glass containers to have our food storage. Next, the third one is doing our best to conserve energy when we are able to. So our lights at home do not have to be on all day. So take advantage of any natural light. So you may open your windows, your curtains, and we can also invest in solar panels. So this not only applies to energy, but also our water usage as well. And fourth one is do our best to get environmentally friendly habits. So we are always able to start off small with forming habits such as recycling, but let's also always do our best to continue them. So next one.
All right. So before we go on to our further slides as well, so the reason why we are doing this is because Earth Day is actually on April 22nd. So it is a very it's coming up actually. So and as well as April is actually Earth Month. right? So that is the reason why we have every week we have been discussing all things about Earth and how to save our planet, right? So because our planet is a very it's a beautiful planet, so we do want to make sure that we do our part on making sure that we are that we are preserving our planet as well as for our future generations, right? All right. So next up is our to as next up is to also participate in our INC givings, right? Inspired by the INC giving projects. If you can go previous to the slide, INC giving slide, Koitak. But anyways, yeah. So for our INC giving, inspired by INC giving, we should all strive our best to participate in this year's Earth Day. With importance of giving back to the community, it is also kind to give back to the place we call home for now. Continue to join us in any cleanup drives or even tree planting projects we have in our district. So we can't wait to all see you soon in our future INC giving projects. Just like in our past INC giving, we were able to. I know our last INC giving was to clean up the beach cleanup, right? So I hope that we in our next INC giving, which is for April 28th, which is our neighborhood appreciation. I hope everyone that is tuning in, especially for all those listeners that are in the District of Los Angeles County, California, we hope to see you soon in on April 28th in our neighborhood appreciation. All right, so Kriyatak, if you can present our question of the week.
So before we go to the question of the week, so again, I just want to emphasize that this coming Monday is our Earth Day. It is gonna be April 22, right, Brother Stefan?
Yes. So when is Earth Day?
Okay.
When is Earth Day? so
Yes, please do comment your answers in the comment section.
Yes. All right. So thank you. All right. So before we go to to conclude our broadcast, we just want to give some shout outs, some last minute shout outs. We have Sister Marilu. She says hello po, happy viewing from the hashtag from the local congregation of Lancaster. We have Kajun Simbulan says hello po to all ministers and minister workers from the local congregation of Lancaster. We have Edna de Guzman, Hi po to Kajan, Hi po to Kajan uh, De Leon from the local congregation of Lancaster. We have Kajuli Simbulan. She says a special greetings put to our district minister, Kajun Pilon Jr., as well as to our assistant district minister, Ka Willie Santos from the local congregation of Lancaster. We have Brother Cedric Reyes, hello po, from the local congregation of Glendale. And as well as we have Sister Esther Dorn from Lancaster. So again, thank you so much for all those that are tuning in. We hope to see you next Saturday as we continue our series of Earth Month. Right. We would like to also give our special thank yous to our executive producer Kamali Andaya, our station manager Carnel Solano, as well as to all the district staff and to all the resident ministers and also to all the resident workers of the District of Los Angeles County, California, as well as to our district minister, Kajun Pilon Jr., to our assistant district minister, Kawili Santos, and then as well as to our CFO coordinator, Ka Angelo Arano Manalo, as of course, lastly but not the least, our executive minister, Ka Eduardo Manalo. Thank you so much for all that you do. All right. So with that being said, we will please keep it here, keep it locked here every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. as we continue to bring you more laughter, more fun, more
More LAC.
LAC.
Thank
All right. Thank you,
you.
brethren. Thank you.
See you next week.
Di mo man sabihin ng problema, may problema pa rin. Pero kung isipin, di mo ba napapansin? Tingnan mo ang kalagayan